What's up, YouTube's PvP as seen here. I've got a Zippo video today, as you might be able to tell. And this is going to be a video for you people, because I've been getting asked stuff like this a lot. Like, people will come on my Zippo videos and they'll be like, hey, do Zippos come filled? Or, like, they'll ask me stuff like they clearly have never owned a Zippo before and they're just curious as to, is it this when I first get it, or is it that when I get it? Is it filled? Does it, pretty much stuff like that. So I'm gonna try and see if I can show you guys what some of the things you can expect when you get your first Zippo, pretty much. So yeah. Anyways, hopefully this will clear up some things because I do get asked this pretty frequently. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So this here is my newest Zippo. Okay, this is my newest Zippo. Now the first thing you're going to want to know is that when it's new, it will have this sticker applied to the back of it. I've peeled that off though, but that's just pretty much the only difference. And the other difference is that it doesn't have a flint in it at the moment. All right. But I am going to go ahead and answer this question right here, right now, is that no, Zippos do not come filled, okay? Reason being is because, well, I think it's actually something to do with shipping laws. Like, you have to have, like, it's just, I think there's, like, legal issues or something, and plus it wouldn't really, make... It's kind of pointless to ship them filled because of the way that, well, they're constructed and such. The fuel probably wouldn't last through the actual shipping time, if you know what I mean. So yeah, they don't get ship filled. It's just the way it is. It's just simply does not work for them. It just doesn't work for that to happen. For it to be that. Anyway, you get the idea. So yeah, they don't come filled. That's that big thing cleared up. Now, some other things I want to show you is that yes, they do come with flints inside of them. Alright, the flint is usually right here. I did take the flint out of this one though because I don't plan to use this. And, whenever I get a new Zippo and I don't plan on using it, I just take the flint out because, hey, it's a flint and they're useful for most of the Zippos that I actually do use when they run out of flint. So, but yes, you do get a flint. You obviously get a, such. But for those of you who, yeah. Anyway, that's that. Now, the next thing I want to get into is something that I don't know how many people would know this or not. Like, when I was in 8th grade, I wanted to buy a Zippo when we were going on our DC trip. Of course, I wasn't able to because, well, my father wouldn't let me for some reason. But, I kind of wanted to buy one. But at that time, I had no idea, what kind of a lighter Zippo is, okay? I really would like to stress something here because I hear this sort of term get thrown around falsely all the time, okay? And that is, when people say, like, if I'm wanting to buy some fluid for it or something, or if someone's, saying that they'll buy fluid for it, they say, they use the word butane, okay? They're like, do you fill it with butane, or have you, where can I buy the butane for it, or, yeah, that's pretty much what I get asked, like, where do I buy the butane for it, okay? I have to stress this. I absolutely have to stress this, because I get asked, that really frequently. Zippos are not butane lighters, okay? They just do not work with butane. In fact, it probably either doesn't work or it's insanely dangerous to fill a Zippo with butane, okay? In fact, I'd just say it's insanely dangerous because, yeah. And you do not use butane to fill your Zippos, essentially. What you do use, and I came totally prepared, I'll be right back. Here, I'll grab this too. You use this stuff. Here's a bottle of it. Now, for those of you who are watching after 2012, the bottles probably won't look like this. In fact, This here is the small bottle, though. This is a 4-ounce bottle. They'll probably have more of this type of style. All right, now this is a big boy. This is a 12-ounce bottle. This is the first bottle I ever bought. But they'll probably have more a styling more like this one, okay? But because this is the 80th anniversary of Zippo for 2012, in fact, you can see right there, you know, well, maybe 1932 through 2012. They have a special styled bottle for it. So, but anyways, yes, this lighter fluid, okay? The bottle essentially has this kind of shape to it. It's got this type of thing going on here. This is like a little child safety spigot thing. I'm not going to try and open it, but essentially this pivots out and a little nozzle's there, and then you kind of pour it in like this into your lighter like that, alright? This is the stuff to buy. If it comes in a cylindrical aerosol can, do not buy that. That is butane, okay? But this is lighter fluid, alright? It even says lighter fluid, okay? This is what you want to buy, okay? This is what Zippos run on. So, yeah, and it doesn't have to necessarily be Zippo brand fluid. You can also get Ronsonol or really anything else, any other fluid that, you know, lighter fluid stuff. But I prefer the Zippo stuff. It's just the way I am. But yeah, do not buy the butane, okay? Now, let me also show you this, alright? For those of you who are buying Zippos, maybe because you think that they're so cool that, oh, you know, if you're thinking that they're bulletproof or something, because, you know, that's kind of a misconception that gets thrown around a lot, is that people think Zippos are bulletproof. I would like to show you why that's probably not the case. First of all, if you're a fan of Mythbusters, which I'm a huge fan of, they already tested this. I mean, they already done an episode where they were testing some bulletproof materials, and one of the things that they tested was a Zippo lighter, alright? And the bullet went right through, and let me show you why, okay? And this will also explain why the fluff was kind of coming out of the lighter when you saw them shoot it. It's always intrigued me why fluff was coming out of it, but this is why. Alright? A Zippo is pretty much, a Zippo is pretty much, well, if you look on the bottom, you'll see, first of all, that you've got some very highly bulletproof felt right here. This will totally stop like a 50 caliber bullet any day of the week, you know. And you also notice this very nice sheet metal here, which, you know, everybody knows if you're getting attacked by somebody with a cannon, you know, you totally want some thin sheet metal on you, because that'll totally deflect the cannonball like nobody's business. And if we take a look underneath this very bulletproof felt, you will see, if I can get it up, that there is wow, that was kind of loud. That there is some rayon, aka cotton, in there. And for those of you who don't know, cotton is very well known for being able to withstand what is it called again? Oh yeah, slugs. It's very good at cotton's very good at withstanding slugs. It literally can stop a slug within, like, as soon as it comes in contact with, as soon as a slug comes in contact with cotton, you know, the slug will just kind of drop to the ground and just sort of sit there for, it doesn't even, like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was obviously kidding there. Yeah, Zippos are pretty much mostly cotton on the inside. That's not bulletproof at all, believe me. Bullets will have no problem getting through cotton, okay? So don't be expecting some sort of crazy, cool, like, you know, internal mechanism that, you know, has... Essentially, don't be expecting a butane lighter, okay? Because it's a lighter fluid lighter, okay? It's a wick lighter, if you could say. I think that is the actual term that would be used for... I think that's the actual type of lighter. It is. It's a wick lighter, because it has a wick. The flame catches on this wick. The lighter fluid will soak up into this wick, and when you spark the spark wheel, you'll throw sparks at this lighter fluid soaked wick, and that will ignite. Actually, the vapors from the lighter fluid will ignite, and that is where you get your flame. Okay, so that being said, yeah, it's a wick lighter. So that's that. It's not bulletproof, believe me. Maybe if they get hit in the right way, maybe they can stop a bullet. Maybe sometimes they'll stop. Just don't literally don't trust your life with it. Okay, don't trust your life on it. Basically, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, don't trust your man. I am not very good at talking apparently these days. Anyway, that's that. There's one more thing I wanted to tell you guys that's pretty important. If you're wanting, obviously one thing that Zippos are very famous for is the elusive ping noise that they make, okay? The noise of, just the noise that they make, Can you hear that? Yes. This one's got this one does it. It's not the loudest one that I have, but, it does have a pretty good noise to it. But there's something I also want to let you know. This here is actually it's called the Meadow Ice World. It's a street chrome Zippo, but it's got the world carved out into it, and then it's been coated in the meadow finish. The meadow finish being this green coating that you see on it, okay? That's the meadow finish, okay? You can also get just plain meadow, and you can also get a similar thing in candy apple and such. But, there's also tons of other finishes like matte. You can get powder coated, which is the matte finish, and you can get just standard chrome, brush chrome, whatever. Those, just standard Zippo lighters essentially will have pretty decent pings. However, there's a few things that I would like for you to note. Okay, there's a few types of lighters out there that you can get. If you get a lighter like this one, okay, this one here is, it's actually a satin chrome Zippo, but it's got an emblem on it. You can see that. It's got a very thick pewter emblem on it. Okay, and it's very heavy. It's a very heavy lighter. This type of Zippo does not ping. In fact, this one doesn't ping at all. Okay, listen. You hear that? You probably don't hear it. I mean, you might just hear the cam sort of clicking on it. By the way, that's what this thing is right here. For those of you who've been wondering, this is the cam. It's what holds the lid shut when it's closed like that, so it doesn't open, and it keeps it open essentially when it's open. That's what this piece is, and it's also what's responsible for the Zippo ping. But due to the way that the ping works, this emblem absorbs it, okay, because the lid is heavier. Anything that weighs the lid down will will either lessen or just prevent the ping from happening entirely. I do actually have a video on the Zippo ping. It's a video exclusively about the Zippo ping, and in there I prove this by taking a lighter, my Zippo with the best ping, essentially, if I can talk today, and I tape a quarter to it, and I flick it, and it doesn't ping at all. So yeah, anyways, yeah, that you can search that video on my channel if you want to. Man, I wish I could talk. There's one more type of lighter you can get. This one here is an armor case Zippo. All right, this is an armor case, and if you want to know if you're getting an armor case, look for that. It literally tells you it's an armor case. All right, so if you see that, you're getting an armor case. Okay, and armor cases are generally a little more expensive. But armor cases are essentially, they are a little, the casing itself, is a little thicker. So that again means that the lid is going to be a little bit heavier than a standard Zippo. So your ping is going to sound a little different. Alright, you hear that? Yeah, hear that? Let's see if I can. Yeah. That's something else you can take note of. However, I have to say, I actually really like the noise this one makes. It sounds just really high quality. It just sounds nice in my opinion. It's not as drawn out, as normal Zippo ping, but it just sounds really